They led the league, they had the magic, they had the momentum, but time and again, just when glory was within reach, something broke, not spirit, not belief, bodies. This is the story of how fate and fragile bones kept Arsenal from the throne. In 2008 season, Arsène Wenger's young guns had the world at their feet. They played like dreamers, fearless and free. Fabregas orchestrating symphonies, Van Persie striking like thunder. Arsenal led the league into February, until a catastrophe. Eduardo's leg shattered, and with it, Arsenal's spirit. They didn't lose just a striker, they lost belief. Draw after draw followed, and as the squad cried out for reinforcements, none came. Because behind the brilliance, the books were bleeding. The new Emirates Stadium was beautiful, but it was also a burden. There was no money for depth, no safety net, one broken leg, broken entire dream. In 2009-10 season, hope rose again. Wenger's kids had become warriors, fearless, determined, 3 points off the top in March. But fate wasn't done. Van Persie fell first, gone for 5 long months. Fabregas limped through the run-in like a soldier out of ammo, and when the storm hit, there were no reinforcements coming through that door. Wenger was building brilliance on a shoestring, while his rivals were building empires made of gold. They fought like giants, but bled like mortals. In 2010-11 season, Arsenal sat on the summit in February, but the mountain crumbled beneath their feet. Vermaelen, their rock, gone for almost the entire season. Van Persie again sidelined for half of it. The squad stretched thinner than ever, and eventually it snapped. Their courage roared, but their bodies whispered, no more. In 2013-14 season, perhaps the cruelest of all, Ramsey was unstoppable, rewriting headlines every weekend, until his body betrayed him. 3 months gone, Theo Walcott, Jack Wilshere, Mesut Ozil, all struck down. Yet still, Arsenal led for 128 days, more than anyone else. But in spring, as the title race reached its fever pitch, there was no one left to fight. They ruled winter, but vanished before spring, and then, 2023, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, the Renaissance. This wasn't kids anymore. This was belief reborn. They led for 248 days, longer than any team in history without winning the title. Then Saliba's back gave out. Takahiro Tomiyasu fell too. The defense cracked, and Pep Guardiola's machine stormed past. They dared to dream, and woke up in heartbreak. Through it all, one thread binds every heartbreak. Depth. Wenger built magic from dust, but the cost of the Emirates Stadium drained the coffers. While others bought armies, he sculpted artists, and prayed they stayed fit. Every injury was an earthquake. Every setback, a collapse. But Arteta is changing everything. Layer by layer, he is building not just a team, but an army. 2 warriors in every position. Ruthless rotation, no weak links. And for the first time in decades, Arsenal can survive the storm. For years, injuries stole Arsenal's destiny. But now, the depth is returning. The fear is fading, and the crown is closer than it has been in decades. Because this time, when history knocks, Arsenal will be ready to answer. Want to hear more stories like this? Don't forget to like and subscribe.